As of now, the Richmond Slave Trail ends here at the original site of First African Baptist Church, but Delegate McQuinn describes the Commission's ongoing future developments. Last year's holiday sale turned out to be a major success for the Contemporary Craft Society, but Vice President Emily Mulcahy says that they're hoping for an even better turnout this year. According to the Centers for Disease Control, adults aged 19 to 29 are the largest age group of uninsured Americans. They make up about 20% of the uninsured. There are lots of ways to get where you need to go. Some means of transportation are more environmentally friendly than others. One local taxi service is trying to change how Richmonders get around. Insight's Morgan Saunders has our story. Good evening. I'm here with VCU Theater Assistant Professor Barry Bell, who's also the director of Dead Man's Cell Phone, playing this weekend at the Singleton Performing Arts Center on the Monroe Park campus. Thank you for joining us today, Professor Bell.
Thank you very much for having me.
To my understanding, the idea of the play was presented by Theater Department Chairman David Leong and the VCU Theater Department itself.
Right.
Why has this play been chosen as one of the first productions of the year?
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is the sound of an a cappella group new to Richmond and VCU, Ramifications. Founder and director Terrence Britt Smith used to sing with another a cappella group on campus called the Notochords. But he says just being in a group wasn't enough.
I really wanted to direct, so I went ahead and just finished up the fall 2009 semester with them, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go off and I'm going to direct my own group, so here we are.
Ramifications has 19 co-ed singers that are all about diversity in their members, their majors, and their music.
We try our best to pick from indie and R&B and rock and pop rock, and so I think that overall we represent the student body very, very well.
Mandatory rehearsals are usually on Sundays and last 2 hours long. On this particular Thursday night, they were getting ready for an upcoming concert called Richmond Rhythm. Ramifications held its first invitational concert here at the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church. Guest appearances from William & Mary, James Madison University, and the University of Richmond all came out to show their vocal skills.
The purpose of Richmond Rhythm was to get our name out there and get to know a lot of the groups around Virginia.
What started as a performance with only JMU's a cappella group, Notoriety, turned into a 4-university, 6-group event. Notoriety's president, Martha Lehman, says she enjoyed the experience.
It's really great to hear different schools and all their groups and just like the whole a cappella community.
Smith feels that there are certain qualities that make Ramifications distinctive from other a cappella groups.
We welcome people with open arms, we hold auditions, and we try to make them as comfortable as possible and to create this sense of community and family and friendship right off the bat.
And a family that sings together, stays together. Reporting for VCU Insight, I'm Jasmine Allen.
Your dying soldiers show that your army is marching to hell.
Thank God for dead soldiers is a slogan that you'll see and hear from these protesters. With a record of picketing more than 400 military funerals, Westboro Baptist Church came to Richmond to share one of their beliefs, that God punishes America for its tolerance of homosexuality by killing U.S. military soldiers at war. Something that counter-protester Marilyn Bowman says sends the wrong message.
Look at the American flag, it's on the ground. That's hatred.
But the Westboro group wasn't in town just to protest. The First Freedom Center of Richmond invited Westboro Baptist Church to participate in a mock Supreme Court hearing titled Snyder versus Phelps, which was held here in the VCU's Commons Theater. VCU's Religious Studies Department, along with many other partners, co-sponsored the event.
They did so in recognition that their message was intense, extreme, and very dissenting.
Lance Corporal Matthew Snyder was killed in Iraq March 2006. His father, Albert Snyder, is suing the church for protesting at his son's funeral. Although the real Supreme Court case went through trial this past Tuesday, First Freedom Center's President Randolph Bell says mock trials like this one inform the public on how disagreeing parties should handle freedom of speech disputes.
You cannot leave it to the political process or to public opinion to resolve those differences. They need to go before the courts.
Students from the University of Richmond School of Law presided over the hearing. Presenters were defendant and attorney Margie Phelps of Westboro Baptist Church and Richmond attorney William H. Hurd representing Snyder. The mock trial didn't end with a ruling, but VCU student Emma Quinn made her own predictions.
It seemed to me that they were in the right, so I think that the Supreme Court might lean towards the Phelps, and they might win.
For VCU Insight, I'm Jasmine Allen.